Hello YouTube. This is my first moto vlog, and it's going to be quite short and sweet because I'm on somewhat of a time constraint. I'm going on a cruise for the first time ever to Belize and Cozumel. Setting all this up is a pain in the fucking ass. So you have to, what's the word here? You have to get all of your paperwork. I mean, if you want to do it proper, you have to get all your paperwork printed and signed just for boarding purposes before you enter the port. I'm also told that you should enter the port 3 to 4 hours before the actual time you leave. On top of that, the tours and excursions that you have to be a part of, you also have to do basically the same thing, have all your paperwork aligned and everything, and it makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't want to fuck it up in a short span of time. Any input or help, would be greatly appreciated. But by the time I probably get this video out to you guys, I would already be on the cruise, but tips for the next one will help a lot. It looks like it's gonna rain soon, actually, checking out these clouds and all that shit everywhere. Alright, so this is the ride right here. I have the CBR 250R. I keep it in good condition. What can I fucking say? And it's the 2013 model, obviously, because now they only do the 300R, I believe. And I got these frame sliders right here. Probably never going to use them. I have this tacky ass orange rim tape, which makes me go at least 30 miles per hour quicker. And to really increase my speed, I got this little guy. Check it out. The Jizz Machine. Thank you, Baron. I got another camera right here as well. This tank bag is invaluable, as one might say, because despite its large size, it doesn't get in your fucking way. Because, I mean, you should be, keeping your eyes on the fucking road anyway, so you're just like, is it in my way? No, you just don't have time to look down at your shit. So that's all gravy. Alright, so let me do a little riding instead of all this chit-chatting. It's barely even a moto vlog, right? Considering the fact that, let's see here, that most of my vlogs, like my next 3 vlogs, are going to be all from a cruise ship, and like maybe a couple from some other motor vehicles. And that's another thing. My vlogs are going to be more geared towards personal experiences. It's going to be more about travel and like awesome activities that people can be a part of. Actually, I have another bike coming soon, the 600RR CBR, and I think sometime around the beginning of next year, I'll be, getting my track days out of the way. Racing and track days are expensive. They require a lot of time and planning, but some of them actually have bikes that you can that are like free for your disposal. Not really, like you can't just go out there and fuck them up, but they have rentable bikes out there. Depending on what track you go to, but for what I know, there's a good handful that do, and it's really a good way to keep your head in the game. I mean, you could do it every other weekend if you wanted. Like, you don't have to. I don't have a car, so this is my main mode of transportation. So I feel somewhat pretty in tune with it compared to the weekend warriors or whatever you want to call them. But anyways, back to the more specific part. about this first vlog. The cruise, it's, what is it, Royal Caribbean, I believe? I know, it sounds stupid. I've been doing all this paperwork for them, and yeah, I know, I'm coming to a stop for everything, but I think the reason why I've been able to bike for as long as I have been without having an accident is because I fucking have a head on my shoulders. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, Royal Caribbean. I'm pretty stoked. I don't know what to expect. There's formal dinners, there's rock climbing, which, not to, you know, sound like an asshole or anything, but I'm pretty fucking good at it. And I have a feeling that this rock climbing wall, or whatever it is, on the cruise is gonna be like super lame. So we'll see what happens with that. This is the way that I can. Oh, I don't want to go this way actually. Let's go this way. But any input for anything, like track day related, cruise, if I can fucking fit through this, doink. Let's see. Just anything, traveling related, motor related, something that I clearly don't fucking know anything about or could use advice on would be great. Okay. That'd be wicked appreciated. I don't know everything about the world, so if you guys could speed that up for me, that'd be great. Hello. And it's a fucking nice day outside. Another thing, you're gonna notice a lot of the pedestrians staring at me, because in this particular city, which I will not give its name away unless you see it on a billboard or something, they're not very used to, you know, being filmed on camera. So put that out there. Oh yes, this is a big one. So, like I said earlier, I don't have a car, so I have to rely on this as a mode of means of transportation, which is great. But I decided to buy my friend a ticket, who has a shitty ass car, for the cruise, so we have to rent a car. And we originally had a ride planned up, but it didn't sync up as perfectly as we wanted it to. So what that means is we had to, at the last moment, schedule a fucking, what is it, a rental car? Yeah. And that's okay, so there's two different companies which will remain unnamed. One of them wanted to charge $150 for the trip there to get picked up at port, with a $400 deposit that of course you'll get back. So that's, well, what, I think it was like around $500 for a fucking, not even a whole day rental. That's fucking mental. Anyways, on top of that, we found a deal where it's $55 for all of that. So do your homework, because you'll get fucked like I almost did. Oh, God. Bum, 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 bum. This is the worst light ever. Look at all these people. Look at that tiny bike. It's probably extremely comfortable. Fucking Christ. Yes, freedom. Oh, almost. Look at this guy creeping along. God, there's so many fuckers everywhere. Shum dum 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 dum. Look at that, he has a scooter. Oh, looks like it has plastic wheels. I feel like there might be a large amount of accidents in this area because there's like a lot of hotties, as one might say, just walking around in the streets. And I feel like that's kind of distracting. Not to me though. I see that shit every day. I know this has hit home for a lot of people in the moto vlogging community, but M13, More Death 13, has almost killed himself. I'm sure this news is circulated quite and definitely, like, at this point. Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph, you are a slow sucker. All right. And if anyone hasn't donated any fucking money to him yet, I understand the circumstances, because not everyone's, you know, financially stable. But I think he did the math on the issue compared to the amount of subscribers he has, and if you were to donate $1, if everyone was to donate $1, then he'd be fine. Or I think that's what the case was there. So you could literally go out in the street, be homeless for about 4 hours, find $1's worth of change, and send it to him. And, you know, not only do you get 1,000 billion karma points for doing this, but you're like helping out someone that started one of the best things on YouTube. It's fucking crazy. But so far to this date, he has received a vast amount of money quickly compared to most of the Fund Me shit that I've seen, like the fundraisers. It's crazy. It's astronomical. Like the people participating, it just really goes to show like how tight knit the moto vlogging community is, and that's amazing. Wind noise. I'm sure there's a fuck ton of it right now, but you know, what can I do? I could slow down maybe, but I'll think about it. So donating to More Death is like top on the list. Like that's the #1 thing I would like to get out in this video. #2, any recommendations or, you know, advice for cruises, cruise ships, Belize and Cozumel, those two places, just any tips will be greatly appreciated. I'll figure out, there is a good chance that depending on the response that I get to this video, that I'll somehow be able to get in touch with anyone that finds this, you know, entertaining of some sort. And I mean, really, this is just a preface for my videos, so I don't expect it to be entertaining. The other videos to come will be awesome. I guarantee it. I think one of my earbuds is falling out because I have an extreme amount of wind noise in one of my ears.